When Edward left Tidmouth Sheds, Gordon was so depressed that he wanted him to return. However, the changes were only starting for Gordon.
Forever and ever.
Good morning, all.
You'll be a good one if you don't go slow, little Edward.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
And also, why don't you return here, Edward? This little orange tank engine is disturbing me. How many times we have to go over it, Golden?
Did you ask him, Henry? What did he say?
He said yes. He thinks it's a good idea. Enough of this chitter-chattering. Aren't one of you little engines supposed to bring me my coaches?
Good morning again, Gordon.
Oh, you don't usually bring me my coaches. Gordon, don't be so rude. Nia is a very welcome addition to our railway. Apologise, right now. Sorry, Nia. But please, sir, why can't Edward come back? Edward is supposed to sleep in Tidmouth Sheds. Oh, honestly, Gordon, how many times do I need to go over this? Edward sleeps in the sheds at Wellsworth now. It's right at the start of his branch line. And the Fat Controller says I can stay in the sheds in Vickerstown from now on. What?
Then Gordon remembered about Edward leaving Tidmouth.
Hello, Edward. The work's all finished, and everyone's moved back in, including James.
Oh, I wish you could stay with me.
I'm sure Edward can't wait to get back to his own shed.
Well, perhaps I could stay one more night with Philip, if that's all right with you, sir.
You can stay as long as you like. Forever, even.
Well, it is nearer my branch line.
Well, Edward, if you want to move to Wellsworth, that's fine by me.
Yay! Brilliant! Oh, you hear that, Thomas? I have a new roommate. We'll miss you here at the sheds, Edward.
I'm sure we'll see each other all the time.
All right! We're gonna have some great times, eh, Edward? Me and you in the same shed. Wellsworth is a lovely station too, you know. Oops! There I go again, talking too much.
You can talk just as much as you like, Philip. Just not while I'm trying to sleep.
When did this happen? Nobody told me. You can't move Henry as well, sir. Why don't you just go ahead and change everything? Shall I push my coaches from now on instead of pulling them, sir? Gordon! Come on, Annie Clarabelle! Let me take you on Thomas's branch line for a change. The Fat Controller is changing everything.
No, Gordon! What are you doing?
Can someone tell me what express coaches were?
You can take the express. You made Edward and Henry leave Tidmouth Sheds, James.
I'm going to shunt cars in the yard, so Topham Hatt wants to change everything. Gordon, I've had quite enough of this nonsense. Hurry up, Paxton. I'm going to fill up with diesel for a change.
Really? I thought steam engines filled up with steam.
First, Edward leaves Tidmouth Sheds, and now Henry's moving out too. Oh, maybe now Edward can come back.
But, Golden, what about your diesel fuel?
Well, Edward, what do you think?
Thanks for asking, Gordon. Again. But I'm very happy at Wellsworth.
Uh-oh! You better hurry back to Knapford and collect your coaches, Gordon. The Fat Controller says you're causing
Confusion and delay.
Wow, Philip. How do you make your voice do that?
You are usually one of my most sensible engines, Gordon. But today you're being very silly indeed. If you're not going to pull the express, then you can go back to your shed. Fine, sir. I will. I don't mind if I stay in Tidmouth Sheds forever and ever. Let the Fat Controller change everything if he wants to. He can make the North Western Railway as silly as he likes, for all I care.
Gordon, do you often sleep facing backwards?
Nia?
I personally don't think this is such a good idea. How can you see where you're going when you back out, eh?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here forever and ever.
I'll take call here on you.
Edward, what are you doing here?
Now changes are hard, Gordon. Everything on these life change. She's in a new railway, on a new country, trying to make new friends.
And all my old friends are much further away than Henry and Edward are going to be.
Remember that time you got stuck on your hill, Gordon?
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, puffed Gordon. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it, puffed Edward. Edward pushed and...
Yeah, I missed that.
It seems me and Thomas weren't the only ones with Hill's problems.
I'm your friend, Gordon. I always will be, no matter where or the weather. I'll be there for you.
And you know something else?
What?
My old friends are still my friends.
Good night, Gordon. Well, we'll pull the actress again. Henry again.
Or maybe someone else would like a turn.
I'll tell Henry then.
I shall pull the express. I am the express engine.
Gordon.
Stop!
What?
If you don't wait for the turntable to line up, you will fall off the tracks.
You can go now.
I'm sorry, you two. Nia, I'm sorry you can't see your friends anymore. And Edward, thanks for your fine words. Excuse me, Gordon. And sorry for shouting at you, James.
You're welcome, Gordon.
I'm happy to be friends, if you are.
So am I.
And the new engine will be our friend as well.
Other new engine? What other new engine?
We don't know yet. But now that Henry's not sleeping at Tidmouth Sheds, someone will have to fill that empty berth, you know?
Oh dear. Whatever happened to Express coming through?
Do you ever find it difficult when things change? Or you have to get used to something new? I know sometimes I do. When Hugo first came to Sodor, we weren't very kind to him. We had never seen an engine like him before. But once we got to know him, we realized that he was actually very nice. Gordon was very unhappy that both Edward and Henry were leaving the sheds, and that Nia was going to be sleeping there instead. But in the end, he realized that changing where they slept didn't need to change their friendship. And he could even be friends with Nia too. Sometimes, all it takes is a little time to get used to something new. And before you know it, it almost feels like it's always been that way.
Come on, Thomas! It's time to go.
See you next time.